Sometimes I get bored, I'll just text random numbers and talk to strangers. Anybody, you can make a friend with anybody in the world. You pick the right number. It's like 426-371-4274. Hey, want something from the store? Usually they're like, who the hell is this? But every now and then one guy's like, oh yeah, could you get me some bread? Some milk? Just keep it at 2 items, bro, right? One time I was like, hey, you want something from the store? He's like,
I'm already at the store, what do you want?
I was like, oh, no. I panicked. I was like, 1 yellow onion. I don't want to say nothing. He's like,
wow.
I'm like, I'm making spaghetti. He's like,
but you hate spaghetti.
I'm like, bro, you don't even know me. He's like,
you always say that.
This time it's for real, man. He's like,
is this a new number?
You know what, save this number and delete the old one. Never call that number again, bro. I'll be home soon. Mwah, I miss you.
XO.
I was on the 5. Speed limit's like 70. I was going like 90, and I see these brights shining behind me. It's a big rig truck that wants me to move over to the right lane so he can pass me up. That's the era that we live in, like 90's not fast enough for a big rig. So I'm like, this is a safety hazard. I'm gonna be a hero for once. This involves no confrontation, so it's good, you know? I'm like, I'm just gonna stay put. So I put my phone down, and it's like, I'm gonna do this, you know? I'm just like talking to myself. I'm like, know your lane, bro, know your lane, you know? He just keeps shining the brights. 10 minutes past, I'm like sweating from the heat. I'm like, know your lane, bro, know your lane. He gets even closer, the brights get even brighter. I can't take it anymore. I pull over, I'm so mad, I flip him off. He passes me up, I see the truck, it says Amazon Prime. Like, that's how they do it, dude. That's how they do it. Wow! I got happy all of a sudden. My package made it home before I did. That was great. I do split-second impressions. They're very, very short. What I do is I channel the aura of the celebrity. I bring them to life. So give me something that we all know. Arnold Schwarzenegger. We'll do one at a time. First one was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Here's my split-second impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Split-second impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Did you see it? I'm not just doing random stuff. I'm channeling the aura. Next, give me someone else.
Dave Chappelle.
Okay, we got Dave Chappelle, Donald Trump, and what was over here? E40. Split-second impression of Donald Trump. It's all on the lips. And now I'm going to do split-second of E40 and then split-second of Dave Chappelle back to back. Split-second impression of E40, then Dave Chappelle. Split-second impression of E40. These are not easy to do. Do a lot of practicing in front of mirrors. I was dating a girl. She's like, oh my God, I'm so glad you're over 6 feet. I'm like, I'm so glad you can't measure. I'm 5'11". What is... I still see a lot of women requesting a guy 6 feet or taller. It's always, I get to know you, just demand how much of a person you want. It's crazy, we're one of the only countries that still uses standard. Everywhere else in the world, that's 182.88 centimeters. You think women in Europe, like, I want a guy who's 182.88 to the 100th, no more, no less. Well, they probably round down to 180 at least, give a little more wiggle room, you know? Oh, it's like short women too. I want a guy who's 6 feet or tall. Like, you're 5'0". How much clearance do you need? That's some Napoleon level stuff. Just, I want to conquer as much man as possible. And it's totally acceptable. And yet if I demanded a woman a foot shorter than me, I'm the biggest creep in the world. On my Tinder, I'm just like, I want a woman who's 4'11" or shorter. I want to be able to look straight ahead and not even see her. But just know that she's there. That's the kind of love I want, the kind that you can't see but you can hear occasionally, yeah. There's no big spoon, little spoon with me. It's a teaspoon next to a ladle. That's how I want it to be. I want a hobbit from the Shire, okay? She wears heels. I go out barefoot every night. She wants to kiss me. She gotta leap up like a dolphin catching a fish, like that. I want to walk around the house and be like, is that a piece of furniture? No, that's the love of my life. And that would be totally okay. There's a lot of etiquette when you text, especially if you're dating someone. I was dating this girl. She would always text me moi. Moi means kiss, right? I didn't know that when I saw it spelled out, M-U-A-H. Thought it was the evil laugh. I thought every night she was texting me, good night, sleep tight. Like, what's gonna happen in my sleep? She's texting me things, I'm about to board this plane. Like, get her off that plane now. And I found out it just means kiss. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. She's like, yeah, whenever I send moi, you're supposed to send moi back. It's polite. I was like, I even argued. I was like, I got this. Moi times 100. Boom. Does that cover me through July? How does that work? She's like, no, and I want you to start texting me, I miss you. I was like, okay, how am I supposed to know when to do that, you know? Because look, I don't think people really miss other people. I think we just get bored with our own situation and we direct that boredom at someone else. You know what I mean? That's what love is. It's misdirected boredom. She's like, whenever I send you XOXO, you're supposed to send XOXO back. I'm like, what is this, tic-tac-toe? What are the rules here? You basically want me to just repeat every message that you send. So I just gave her an email address that doesn't exist. So whatever message she sends, just bounces right back. That's the same message. She's like, who the hell is Mailer Demon? I'm like, mwahahaha. I'm running for president in 2036. Yeah, baby! Obeid 2036, yeah. Make America great again. Obeid 2036, man. I'm studying the candidates now, about to go to a Donald Trump rally. I'm gonna get a lot of FaceTime on the camera, you know? You know, if I go there, that camera's gonna be panning in on me the whole time. Who is this guy supporting Donald Trump? Really? Now she's making crazy faces at the camera like, yo, it's me! You're fired! You're fired! You're fired! You're fired! Wear a shirt that says Muslims for Trump. Like, who the is this guy, dude? And on the back it says Obeid 2036. Make America great again.
Electric feel, come on! Who knew that one? Only 5 people. Sorry, I got too close, too fast. 6 feet. See, look, I know my 6 feet. This is exactly 6 feet. But when I was like this, he backed up and we had it. And then he had the mask ready. That was a test. Because if he failed, I'd say, you need to go to the back row. You're not ready for the front row. And you were panicked for him, which means you belong here too. And these guys just laughed, because we need some of that as well. This is cool, you know, we don't get to do this much more any much more. You know what I'm saying? We don't much get to any often anymore. Much we don't get to any much often, we don't. But do you know what I'm saying? We don't much. Much love. This tree has me feeling very safe. You heard her say what the
What's going on right now?
I don't know either. You're like, where is this gonna go? I don't know. That's what makes this so fun.
I don't want Hillary to be president, not because she's a woman at all, but because, and I'm going to open up to you guys, because she's a Scorpio. And as an Aquarius, I find them very overbearing. Okay? Any Scorpios here tonight? I mean, you're great people, great friends. I just don't want to give you my power. That's all. You guys are like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But that's how I vote. I like to make sure I'm zodiac compatible with my president. It's no better than how any other American votes. Believe me. It's probably better. But that's how I go my intuition, you know? Like Bill Clinton, Obama, they're Leos. That's stable for me, you know? They're great dancers, life of the party, great hair. Like if Obama grew out his hair, we'd probably re-elect him. Ronald Reagan, not a fan of his policy, but he was an Aquarius. I respected he was creative, artistic, Star Wars, Reaganomics. That's some creative thought right there. Only an Aquarian would think of that. Naps in the office, that's the artist lifestyle I can relate to. How about this? You guys give me the zodiac sign, I'll tell you the president that matches it. Gemini, JFK. Everybody loved him, but he had a secret life. That's the two sides of the Gemini. That's not what your country can do for you, because I'm over here begging Marilyn Monroe right now, right? Let's keep this on the DL. Libra, Jimmy Carter. Oh, love that guy. Humanitarian, very fair, tough time making decisions. He installed solar panels in the White House, then Reagan came out, ripped him out, just to be a dick. Because we get a little moody, you know what I mean? Aries, Thomas Jefferson, sexually motivated. Yeah. Manifest destiny? That's a horny man's concept right there. The whole country. Ooh. Capricorn, Nixon, scandalous. Has some secrets, sweats under pressure. Sagittarius, Martin Van Buren. Check out those sideburns. Those trend-setting sideburns. It took about 200 years for them to catch on. But that's a Sagittarian. They're way ahead of their time in fashion. Cancer, George W. Bush. Some people love him, some people hate him. But like a Cancer, he found his way to the White House. He found his way to Iraq. He goes by his gut, gets a little crabby sometimes. He's a Cancer. What's next?
Virgo.
Pisces, George Washington. All about that money, dollar bills, y'all, okay? He was the richest president of all time, and that factors in current inflation as well. And he led us across the Potomac River because they're fishes, they're good with water. Yeah. Our first president was a fish. Taurus, Harry Truman, stubborn, thick-skinned, made the decision to drop the bomb. Other Taurus rulers include Saddam Hussein and Hitler. Let's be careful on that one as well. For the bull. I think there's one more left. We did Leo, we did Capricorn. The last one is Virgo, and this is my favorite one. Only one Virgo president in history. Every other sign has multiple presidents. Virgo only has one president in history, and that was LBJ, who only became president because of an assassination. Virgos don't like the limelight. That is the only way to get a Virgo to be president. You make them vice president, you kill the president. Don't quote me on that. And that is the Zodiac Wheel of Presidents. Thank you so much.